Hello, my name is Celeste Kelly, and I'm a third year entrepreneurship student here at Ryerson University. And I'm making this video to you to basically talk to you about my business concept and what I've been working on for the semester and will continue to work on throughout the entire summer. So my business is inspired by my little sister. Ever since my sister was 2 years old, she's been experiencing anxiety. One form in which she overcame when she was about 10 years old, but as a teenager, she continues to experience anxiety due to low self-esteem of her body image, and it's really hard because she is not able to lead a normal life as a 15-year-old. I cook as a hobby, and what I've been doing with her is basically encouraging her to come and help me cook. And I realized that as she has been helping me and been able to do meals on her own, she has this confidence about her afterward. And I asked her, what does cooking do to you? And she said, it makes me feel good. She said she likes it. She said she likes working with her hands and she likes to eat. So I'm thinking, if my sister, who has been dealing with anxiety for basically her whole life, can feel some form of relief from her anxiety because of cooking, I'm pretty sure there are other people that can benefit in the same way. So the concept of my business is basically I am starting a nonprofit organization that basically provides the program provides a cooking class that caters to youth and young adults, ages 15 to 24. The reason why I chose the segment age 15 to 24 is because between that time frame is where adolescents develop the most mental health issues. So as for my business plan, that is basically who I want to focus on and what I want to do with it. As I was doing research and what have you, they said the best way to cope with depression and anxiety is to train yourself to get back into the normal habits of life, basically, right? So they encourage people to get involved in extracurricular activities, take up hobbies, etc. But I'm thinking, if I am experiencing anxiety and I have to go play basketball with a bunch of girls who have no idea what I'm going to, I feel that would get me a little bit anxious. Not being able to relate to people is very difficult, and I can talk on that based on my sister's experience. She really does not like to do much because she knows that people cannot relate to what she is going through. So, as a competitive advantage, my cooking class would essentially create a space where people battling with anxiety and depression, they will feel comfortable as they will be with people going through the same thing as them. And it won't be like your regular sit down therapeutic, hi, my name is. It's more interactive. It's more of a social activity, right? And they'll feel more comfortable because they'll be doing something that they enjoy with people exactly like them or people that can relate to them. Also, I feel like another one of my competitive advantages is that the fact that my criteria is so specific, 15 to 24, and dealing with anxiety and depression, there's not a lot of programs that fit under that umbrella, and I think it's important that if there is a segment or an age group that is dealing with anxiety and depression, there should be programs that cater to that exact demographic. As for hypothesis tests, I've made phone calls to organizations, two of which were in the States, and I made those phone calls because that is where I found businesses similar to the business concept that I have. So I basically made those phone calls to get more insight on it. What I did learn is that, yes, there are rehabilitation centers that the ones that I did call, the two that I called, they have cooking classes as a therapeutic motion for their patients. And they said that it does help with their confidence, and that's why they have continued the program there. As for it being an opportunity, just based on those phone calls and those interviews, it boosted my confidence, and I can see that, yes, my idea is feasible in Ontario. As for financial matters, there are facilities that have to be covered. food suppliers, obviously, and registration. Those are basically the main financial costs to start up. However, there is a difference between startup costs and operation costs, and as a startup, I will basically be worrying about my registration. And from there, I will work my way into hospitals and rehabilitation centers. As for revenue, because I'm a nonprofit organization, I do plan on getting government funding to help out with those financial matters. And also, in partnership with the hospitals is another way that I will obtain revenue. So this wraps up my video at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. And I'm really just excited to continue my next steps of registering under the city and just reaching out to more hospitals, more rehabilitation centers, and just getting my name out there as a startup. So yes, as I said before, I am continuing this throughout the summer, and I will see you in September.